I mean, I think some of the teams, especially those who can play both servers, just have the advantage. Because they can play cross-server to... If they're playing an all-East team, then you can cross-server them West. And if you're playing an all-West team, then you can play on West, but you can cross-server East.
You know,
So
we've seen that. We've said that before, but in terms of actual practicality, I don't know. There's been a lot of multi-server teams that just don't do anything in the playoffs. They just don't excel at anything. They're just kind of decent at everything. But you never know. Zach Smack here off the top. He is going to come inwards and take a shot on the short post and bounce it out. Alert Eyes trying to find that bounce pass. Can be cut up by Peter, giving it over to Death. And Alert Eyes giving it back to Zach Smack. Bounced off the bottom. Dagus will fight for it. Dagus throwing it off the backboards into the corner. Alert Eyes now picks it up. Alert boosting forwards. He's going to hold off a little bit, looking for a shot. Zach Smack blocks it. He gets it back, throws it back to Fancy. Fancy off the top boards, gives it over to Alert. And Alert boosting forwards. Gives it across to Dagius, but just a hair in front. Dagius didn't trust it. Dagius trying to get it inwards, goes wide a little bit. And Zach Smack gives it back to his goalie Veyron, who lofts that downfield for Peter. Peter looking for Death, and Fancy interrupts it. Really seen a little bit of a change in the play by Fancy, a.k.a. Carlito. He's been playing a little bit more defensive. And
he's been using the auto-clicker for good, not evil.
For the good and not evil. Daggy is trying to get the meta one-timer up close. But Veyron wasn't having any of it. Puck is played out to Peter. And then Fancy steals it. Bounce pass downfield for Alert. Alert isn't going to fight for it. But he will run the loose puck down. Alert Eyes. Back and forth off the top boards. Boosting forwards. Trying to get it inwards. And that's going to go nowhere. Death now has it. Bounce pass out. Peter Delay picks it up. Gives it out to Death. Death with a couple head fakes. Fancy steals it. Boosting towards the top. Bounce pass downfield. Dagius picks it up. Dagius backing away. Looking forwards. Trying to find Alert somehow. But Death is going to be just all up in his face. And steal it away. Gives it back to Alert. And Alert takes the shot. Almost sneaks
Very
past.
close. Tipped off the shield.
Yeah, I've seen that physics goal. Sometimes occasionally happens.
Oh no, my personal favorite, as I was playing in a game where it hit the post, stopped, went through the post, and then back out the other side.
Dem physics. Zach Smack. With the puck, gives it out to Peter. Peter boosting forwards. Gonna look for Zach. No, he's not. Misses the puck. And Fancy comes away with it. Fancy. Downfield for Dagius, boosting forwards. He's going to back away and go forwards. Going to weave, try to deke his way in, but Death is going to be stealing it from behind. And now he has it off the top wall. Cross center ice, boosts through Fancy with the puck. Still Death trying to make a play, but Fancy finally corrals the puck from him. Death back and forth with Peter. Death! Oh my lord, what a goal!
Ken just was not expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Ooh.
Left click.
We can hear the sounds as Team 3 now.
Yeah, man, that happened a while ago, you know? You know, you would know that if you watched casts, buddy.
Unfortunately, I'm playing and don't watch the stream at the same time.
Mm-hmm. You never watch any other people's games, buddy? Come on.
Normally I do.
Veyron from the crease, throws it downfield. Peter takes it. Peter back to Death. Death stripped by Fancy. And Fancy boosting forward is going to find Alert Eyes on the doorstep. What a goal.
He uses force field to push Dagius off the platform.
But luckily, Braxis will win the platform battle. So, there's a nice, there's a silver lining and everything, you know.
Always. Yep.
Peter boosting forwards, trying to get that patented face-off shot. Dagus up to Alert. Alert trying to get through Zach, but Zach will win it. He's going to throw that over to Death. Death downfield for Peter. Peter boosting through Dagius. Up close on Ken. Takes the shot. It is blocked away. Alert Eyes now has it. And Alert Eyes bounce passes that for Fancy. Fancy off the top wing, boosting forwards. Gives it back to Dagius. And Veyron with a great save to end the period.
Veyron has come a long way since the start of the season.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
even so, the death sentence of the Reapers was they picked up some solid talent in the draft, but they never picked up they never picked up a goalie nor traded for one, and they tried to train their own, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Veyron, though, he has come in and played pretty well. I think he's plus 673% on the season. Not bad. But still, some ZHL inexperience at his part. And, I don't know, their defense just was never able to come together.
Zach defense is really... After Season 2, I have no compliments.
Zach's come a long way since Season 2, buddy. Come on.
That's very true. I wish I could have that Season 2 team back, like Rush, Zach Smack, myself, and Eric.
Oh, yeah, like on paper, like now, that would be an incredible team. But, you know, still. Ken out to Dagius. Dagius bounce pass to Peter. Goes a little bit long. Alert Eyes picking it up close on the crease. Swings for the fences and misses. Death now off the bottom. Gives it to Zach. Zach escapes the YOLO. Zach is the master of the YOLO. Not going to be falling for that one. Bounce pass goes along. Ken now picks it up. Gives it up to Dagius. And Dagius down for Fancy. Fancy boosting forwards. Going to look for a snipe. Right past the backside of Aaron. Goes right into a stick, but Fancy gets the puck back. Fancy boosting in. Tries to take a shot.
No X there. Very risky.
Alert Eyes fighting for it. Gets it from Peter. Alert crossing it. And the great shield by Veyron. Dagius out for Alert. Alert looking for Fancy. Fancy up close. Taking the shot, but Zach Smack steals it just before that can happen. Peter over to Death in the post. And the BM post goal.
What a goal. The BM post, the pain. Excellent play. Yeah, it's interesting. Carlito's playing a very, very passive playstyle.
Yeah, I've seen Carlito play a little bit more passively the past couple games. I'm not sure if that's part of the game plan, but we'll see how he responds. Being down one, Fancy up close, gives it to Alert Eyes, and Veyron stone cold. Not going to be moving. Knew exactly where that puck was going. Death with 2 goals in this game, showing his stripes. Maybe Braxis should have been playing him earlier. Peter sharking off the pass by Ken. Fancy steals it away. Going to give it down to Alert. Alert crossing it. Death will interrupt it. Throws it off the bottom. Peter Delay now has it. Throws it across. Fancy now has it. Fancy looking for a pass down the field. Goes wide of the net. And Peter Delay back to his goalie, Veyron. Down to the center for Death. Death to Zach Smack. Zach Smack stripped by Dagius. We do have a 3-on-1, but Dagius misses the pass. And Peter will clean it up into the corner and launch that downfield. Dagius intercepts it. Sends it back to his buddy Alert, but Peter now has it. Peter off the top wing. Gonna give it out to Death, just a hair behind him. And Death now has it.
I was watching the stream for like 5 minutes. And I was like, wait a second. What you're saying is not matching up to what I'm looking at.
Alert Eyes back to Fancy. Fancy trying to find it back to Alert. Gonna go nowhere. And Death. Gonna throw that across. Alert Eyes will run it down. Alert bounce pass to Fancy. Fancy boosting forwards, looking for Dagius, but Veyron evac. Great timing. You know, sometimes it's the unexpected that really gets you.
Yep, 761 at APM for Carlito.
You know, Carlito's a great natural clicker, you know, even on defense, you know. Just a great, great guy.
I mean, he was born with 6 fingers. That's how he does it.
Yeah. Peter gives it on net. Ken now has it. Ken boosting to the bottom. Gives it out for Carlito. Will boost around. Throws it across. Goes wide of everyone. Alert Eyes now runs it down. And Alert bounce pass back to Dagius. Puck is loose. Peter Delay is going to run it down first. Tries to loft it to Death. Great play. Death up close on Ken. Was wide of the net, but Ken made the save anyways. And right now...
Good job by Ken, reading the future.
He's a great, great goalie. Death still with the crown. Great crown. 2 goals and 10 pucks passing away with a minute of possession time. So does Braxis have some questioning on whether they should have started him earlier?
Well, it's noticeable Kelvin, the owner, is not playing right now, if that answers your question.
Very BM.
Wait, so why does the Aviators logo fly, but this one, the Reapers, is just laying on the ground?
I do not know, buddy. I do not know. Veyron. Downfield for Peter. Peter. Boosting forwards. Going to look for Death. Death just...
Ooh, what a pass.
Too far in front. Death turned away at the last minute. Could have gotten that one. Ken looking for his buddy Alert. But Peter gives it right on back. Dagius now has it. And Alert not going to be able to get it. Peter back to Death. Death with a little bit of headroom here. Going to back out. Goes forwards. Gives it to Peter. What a play!
Yeah. That is just excellent chemistry there. Peter pulling right up. Dagius just a little bit too far behind. Ken, no place to go.
Great play by Death. He's been a machine this game. Working with Peter well. Stripped by Fancy. Fancy across center ice. Gets stripped by Death. Death across. And Fancy will come back for it. Death still fighting for it. Peter now has it. Bounce pass to Death. Death working against Dagius now. Gets towards the inside, but Fancy will YOLO it away. Zach threw it back into the corner, but Veyron gave it away. Peter Delay now has it. Stripped by Dagius. Dagius with two options here. Who's he going to use? He takes the snipe himself. And it is blocked away. Alert Ice. Downfield for Fancy. Zach intercepts it. Gives it away. Peter Delay back to Death. Death spinning around. Alert Eyes will steal it. He's going to back out. Goes forwards. Puck is being jarred around. Dagius now has it. Downfield for Alert. Great pass. Alert trying to give it back to Fancy, but Zach Smack's the only one there. And he'll run it down. Mess up with his puck there.
Right.
And Fancy isn't going to be able to make him pay for that one.
I'm sorry, it's just so entertaining to watch Fancy's APM because he gets the puck and it spikes. I'm talking like we're going like 160 to 500 plus.
You know, just naturally fast fingers, you know. Zach Smack off the
gravy
top,
one.
back to Peter, but Ken ready for that one-timer. Great save by him.
Ken.
Fantastic pass by Dagius. Fancy up close to the crease, but he's going to hit the post. That's one he definitely wants back. Zach Smack off the top boards for Peter. Peter, once again, off the top wall for Death. And that's going to be given away to Dagius. Dagius downfield for Alert. Here we go. Oh, Alert Eyes from deep. Bang. Any APM spiking during the celebration?
Yep. They all evac off the platform.
Well, I mean, the game's not over yet.
No, we have a minute 25 left. Let's see if the Reapers can hold on to their lead.
Zach Smack back to Peter. Peter. Gonna boost forwards. Gives it to Death on the doorstep, but Fancy will strip it away. Gives it back to Alert. Alert. Gonna be boosting forward. Zach Smack smartly steals it away. Zach Smack back to Death, then to Peter. Peter up close on Ken! And there's a shot! That Ken has no hope of saving.
That's Peter's signature shot. He just pulls right up on the crease. You have to cover short post, and you just hope and pray he misses the angle.
Defense a little bit lapsed there. Redstone had a chance here, but giving up the second goal. Then here's Peter getting a third goal.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Dagger, dagger, dagger. That one might be it. Peter known for his face-off heroics. Having an awesome game. A little bit of salt there from our good friend Alert Eyes. Veyron will take this from his crease. Plays it out to Peter. And Peter across that for Zach. Zach down for Death. Death in alone on Ken. Ken just reading the future once again.
Does that.
You know, Ken just can just feel it, you know. And defensive laps will give Fancy a goal. So is there life? Hope? Maybe? You know, the Kudas, you know, are known for blowing leads. Fancy coming in on it. Takes a shot. If that one had gone in, you might have been thinking it. What a great save by Veyron. Puck is given down to Peter. Peter off the bottom to Death. Death in alone on Ken. Ken with a save. Fancy will run it down. Then Ken takes it. Gives it out to Dagius. Boosting forwards with 10 seconds left. Dagius on the snipe.
What a save.
Fantastic save by Veyron. Puck's given out to Death. And
no, Death, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
he's going to wait for the last possible. Oh.
Ooh, no greed there. He
No
shares.
greed. No greed. You know, the great Peter. Kudos will be ending the season on a high note, though not making the playoffs. Great last game to them. Great team. Very prestigious franchise. That's about all I got to say about him. And Peter Delay really just showing you that he's still got it. You know, he may be a little bit old and crotchety, but you know, very good game.